Yeah. So the first doubt of today is how DSP can help in bioreactor designing. Okay. So what is a bioreactor? What do you mean by bioreactor? This is the first question. Anyone who can let us know what is a bioreactor? No
Sir,
one?
where some bioreactions are taking place.
Bioreactions are taking place. What are bioreactions?
Sir, reaction involving microorganisms and bacteria and all.
Yeah, exactly. So it is basically half true, you can say. So what happens in a bioreactor? Suppose when we grow microbes, there are several microbes. What we will do when you try to grow them, they secrete some components which are being generated within their body into the outside medium. Okay, so those are called extracellular this thing bioactive agents which have been secreted out. Some in some cases you may have some idea about some bioactive agents which remains within the microbial cell, and later on after harvesting the cell you go for the rupturing of the cell, and then hello, हाँ जी, ये मैंने बोला ना मैं अभी क्लास में हूँ, ये मेरे जो टीए हैं उनको दे दीजिए, उन्होंने कॉल किया था। हाँ जी, वो ये हलदर करके हैं, हमने तो उन्होंने वो डिलीवरी एजेंट के साथ बात कर लिया है, तो हाँ एनआईटी के अंदर ही है, वो उनको दे देंगे। कितना बड़ा है? हाँ तो वो हलदर जी को दे दीजिए, वो उन्होंने डिलीवरी बॉय से बात कर लिया है। ठीक है। हेलो। हाँ, so sorry. So you may be interested in getting those bioactive agents also over there. Now we need to grow these microbes. How do you grow? There are various types of bioreactors or the vessels where the microbes are being um, grown, and these vessels they are regarded as bioreactors. Okay. So in general, you have say a stirrer over there. Then within the stirrer you are having some liquid media inside there, and then inside that you put some microbes. These purple color things, these are microbes. Okay. Now what happens is that we need to monitor the properties over here. Okay. So what are the properties? The properties may be pH, maybe conductivity, maybe optical density, okay, maybe temperature, maybe the stirring rate. Okay, we may have you may have to monitor this thing. Suppose if the temperature for a particular microbe, the temperature should lie in between, say, 35 to 37 degrees centigrade. Now, who will maintain the thing, temperature? Because when microbes grow, we have previously discussed that when microbes is growing within the vessel, they will also radiate some infrared radiations, right? Now, when they radiate the infrared radiations, so what will happen? The temperature of the bath will increase. Okay, so the temperature of the bath will increase. So you have to have it some cooling mechanism or a heating mechanism, something, so that you can start cooling down the media. Suppose stirring rate, when the number of these microbes will increase from the initial this thing, it will increase the viscosity of the medium. So when it is increasing the viscosity of the medium, it might not be the whatever stirring at a stirring rate you have started with, that might not be suitable to maintain the similar kind of fluid dynamics within the bioreactor vessel. Okay, so you may have to increase the stirring rate over there, right? Then you want to measure how much cells has been grown. So at regular intervals, you can try to sample out something and automatically analyze. You may have an automated analyzer or automated sampler which will automatically sample out the things over here, and then it will measure the OD, and according, suppose if there is any what do you call, there is an excess number of cells which have grown. Okay, now if it is an online bioreactor, then what it may do, the DSP may what do you call it, may control this valve, this outlet valve, so that it reduces the volume, original volume, to a certain level, and it adds up certain more amount of volume from the top, this fresh media from the top. So in this way, it may help you in maintaining the amount of the microbes within the bioreactor itself. So in a continuous process. Okay, you may look into the conductivity. Suppose, as I said, the many of the things, bioactive agents, they may be excreted outside the cell, and it would change the conductivity. Maybe the conductivity is basically, it may be related with the either acidic or basic system, or because all the when you talk about the conductions are basically given by the ions. So ions, they either form acidic reactions or they can form basic components which may alter the pH also. So you can directly measure the conductivity, or you can look into the pH of the system also and try to regulate the pH of the system. So see, there are so many factors associated with the bioreactors which you can directly control, and by going for a what do you call, for going for the optimization of the system, you can by optimizing all these parameters, you can increase the quantum of the what do you call, bioactive agents what you want to harvest. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anything else?
Sir,
Yes,
what
Pragya
is
madam,
sir?
you have
What
to
is
call the
O?
question.
Yeah, what is OD?
OD, optical density. Do you know optical density?
The vessel, the glass vessel density.
Glass vessel? No, no, no. Optical density in. Have you studied about UV visible spectrophotometry? You know absorption,
Yes, sir.
absorption by a solution.
Yes, sir.
In a absorption, we usually talk about for a particular wavelength, either in the UV region or in the visible region. Optical density, we use the whole the whole light. Okay, in the whole light means the whole spectrum of the light, which may span from 400 nanometer to say 900 nanometer, which is in the visible spectrum. So that also we can call as or a band of frequencies of the visible light, that this would cover from say 400 to say 500 nanometer. If you apply a band pass filter, optical band pass filter, then when you are not specific, then it is usually we call it optical density. Okay, it basically the haziness. If you grow some or if you add something insoluble in water and you stir it, initially the water will be clear, and slowly when you start adding some insoluble matter and stir it, it will become hazy, right? So when you quantify that haziness, then we call it optical density.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So anything else you'd like to
Sir,
ask?
will you please explain the adaptive signal processing?
It's not now, it's later on.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. It's towards the end of the course. It will be basic lecture,
Okay, sir.
maybe one or two lecture, maybe. Yeah. So anything else?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Anything else?